special guest today. He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Went to Booker T. Washington, two-sport star at Oklahoma State University. My brother, mentor of mine, Melvin Gilliam. How you doing today, man?
Good, man. Good to be here, BV.
Good, awesome, man. Well, I figured today, man, we'll talk a little bit, just kind of what got you in playing football and basketball, of course, and kind of what got you into sports and where you came from and how you got started.
Sure, man. Well, kind of like mostly everybody, man. You grew up in your neighborhood, playing sports. Whatever season it was, that's the sport you played. If it was baseball season, you played baseball. Football, you played football. Basketball, you played basketball. And me being the youngest of five and three brothers and a sister, all of us being athletes, I grew up playing with older people. And I really think that was probably my edge. My brother over me is 5 years older.
Okay.
So wherever he went, I had to go.
Okay.
And so I was used to playing with guys older than me. So when I got to play with guys my age, I was a little advanced. And I think that was my edge, man. I just, started playing at an early age. I was lucky enough to play with my first basketball team. I played with Wayman. Wayman was older when he first moved to Tulsa from Texas. And we were on a basketball team. I was in second grade. He was in fifth grade.
Wow.
So I was the point guard and he was our center. And so I've been playing ever since. That was how I started basketball. And football, I kind of snuck to play football. My mother told me I couldn't play. So I would ride my bike to practice and leave my stuff there. And so when I rode back home, she didn't know I had been to football practice. So that's kind of how I got started playing football. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was then finally, I didn't know how to hide a game. Yeah. I could hide practice, but I couldn't hide a game. So by the time it was time for a game, I told her I was playing and I had been practicing, so she went on ahead and let me play.
Wow. Now, did you guys, when you was at Booker T, did you guys win state in football and basketball? Or?
Yes, we had my junior year, we were ranked number 3 in the nation in football. Our football team was like loaded. My junior class and my senior class that year, which was Patrick Collins, who played at OU, we had like 27 Division I players on that one team.
Wow.
And that's not even counting the sophomores. The sophomores was Tony Brooks, who went to Notre Dame.
Okay. Yeah,
we didn't even include him in that number of 27. So we were loaded. We were ranked 3 in the nation that year and played in the state game and lost to another good team in Enid, Lydell Cardinal.
Yeah.
So we lost then, and then the next year we went back to state and won state again. We won state that year. So yeah, we were loaded.
How was the practices though?
Practices were intense, man.
Had to be intense.
I'll tell you, the most intense practices were in basketball though. Our basketball practice, we had the late great Nate Harris coaching, and we had Arthur Thomas, Nolan Richardson Jr., Daryl Madden. I mean, our team was loaded, man, and our practices, Coach Harris, it was odd, man, because I remember my sophomore year, the way we cut. This is the way Coach Harris cut. 2-line layups. Whoever can't dunk, go to the other end.
What?
Yeah.
For real?
3-man weave. Whoever can't dunk, go to the other end.
Wow.
5-man weave. Whoever can't dunk, go to the other end.
So he trimmed a lot of
players. We had one cat on our team that was a true point guard that couldn't dunk. That's it. And he would literally pull you out the game if you got a fast break and didn't dunk it. You knew the horn was coming. He said, I don't even care if you miss. I need you to dunk it. Yeah, man. So our practices was so intense, man, in basketball that sometimes players would get upset and just leave, walk out the gym. And we tell them, go head on because you're getting done today.
Wow.
I mean, practice, and we played in state every year. Yeah. Back then. We were in the state game every year.
You guys were a powerhouse.
Oh, man.
In the 80s. Booker T.
Yeah, I mean, we were playing in the state. I think he won like 6 or 7 in a row. He ended up having like 10 championships total. And I think
Nice.
he won 6 of them in a row. Back to back to back, 6 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
So he was unbelievable,
That's awesome.
man. He was a good coach.
Now, going into your senior year, how tough was it to, during your recruiting process, how tough was it for you to be like, damn, do I want to play football?
Yeah.
Or do I want to play basketball? Or I'm just going to go play both?
Yeah, man. I didn't even think about playing both.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I really wanted to play basketball. I really didn't want to play football. But I was getting recruited. It was odd because I was number 3 recruit in the country in football. But I was number 7 recruit in the country in basketball.
Wow.
So I had my choice, really, did I want to play football or basketball? And if I was going to play basketball, I was going to either Georgetown or Louisville. And football, I always thought, I knew I wanted to stay somewhere close.
Yeah.
I was going to OU or OSU, but I was getting recruited by UCLA. But I got recruited by every Division I college in the country. Wow. Including Ivy Leagues, because my grades were good.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean,
And
I was getting recruited.
Both sports?
Both sports.
Wow.
I was getting recruited by Yale, by Brown, by Princeton.
Okay.
So I had my choice for sure. Yeah. And then my high school coach, Coach Harris, I said, talked to him, and I said, I don't know if I want to play football or basketball. He said, well, why don't you play both? And I said, you can do that? And he said, yeah, just tell him you want to play both. And I said, all right. So that narrowed it down because a lot of schools didn't want you to play both. Right. Because, one of my first choices was OU, of course. OU was one of my schools. So I went and talked to Coach Tubbs.
Coach Tubbs, yeah.
And I said, Coach Tubbs, I want to play both sports. He said, no. I went to Coach Switzer. Yeah. Coach Switzer, I want to play both sports. He said, no, not here.
Wow.
Because we compete for national championships every year. I need you full time.
Wow, yeah.
And I said, well, so then I went to OU in Texas, told me I could play both.
Okay.
LSU told me I could play both. UCLA told me I could play both. So a lot of schools did say, yeah, you could play both. But I knew I kind of wanted to stay kind of fairly close to home so my parents could come see me play, so my mother and my brothers and my siblings could come see me play. And so I knew I was probably going either OU, Texas, or Oklahoma State. Unless I was just going to play strictly basketball. And I knew I wanted to play for John Thompson. I probably would have went to Georgetown.
Gotcha. So,
but
if it would have been basketball.
If it would have just been basketball, I probably would have went to Georgetown.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you went to Oklahoma State because they was gonna let you play both sports.
Yep.
And it was close to home.
Exactly. So my family could come see me play. So that's what it was. And I got to play both sports. So it was a win-win for me. Yeah.
Now, I heard you were the first freshman to start 2 sports.
Yeah.
In college at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I was
first one.
Yeah, I was the first freshman. That's what they said. I had no idea. I was just going and playing.
Wow.
They said I was the first freshman to start in 2 sports in Big 8 history, which it was the Big 8 then, not the Big 12.
Not Big 12, yep.
And the first freshman to make freshman All-American in both of them.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool,
stuff.
Man. It was pretty cool.
That's good stuff.
I didn't realize it, man. And really, they said stuff about it, and it was odd. I never got into that kind of stuff. I didn't care about the accolades. I never did. I didn't realize, man, that I was even all Big 8 until my son, who went to Oklahoma State and played football, showed me that stuff. I never paid any attention to it. And I just loved the game and loved to play, and
that's great.
And that's what I did.
That's great. I know you was walking around campus with your chin up,
hey man,
head in the sky.
I tell you, man, it was a great experience for me, man. And everybody would say, if you had to do it again, would you do it different? Would you go to a different school? Would you go? I said, man, it really worked out for me. It was a good decision for me, man. It was a very good decision.
Now, how was it playing with Barry Sanders, Thurman Thomas, and John Starks, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep. John Starks was there. I remember John because, John and I grew up together. Yeah. So, and it was funny because, John was a couple of years older than me. And in high school, John never got to play.
Wow.
I mean, he would get in cleanup time. If they was up 30, John got off the bench, you know? So, but John was always the hardest working dude. When we go play pickup, he was the first one in the gym. And when we left, he was still in there. You know, John was that guy. So the way he played in New York didn't surprise me at all because that's what we remember.
Gotcha.
Him working harder than anybody. But yeah, man, it was great, man. I tell people all the time, I played with I got to play with 2 Hall of Famers. Who can say that?
How hard of a worker was Barry?
Barry was just special, man. He was special, man. Barry would never miss practice, never say much. All the stuff he did in the game, he never did that in practice.
Wow.
Never. We never had problems tackling him in practice. And we get in the game and watch him do all this stuff and say, where is that coming from? Because he don't practice that stuff.
Oh, man.
I don't know if he was trying to be nice to us and make it look like, well, if he made us think, if y'all can tackle me, y'all can tackle anybody. I don't know if that's what he was doing. I talk to him about it all the time. You know,
what did he say?
He say,
He's
man,
modest though.
Barry just say, oh man, no, I wasn't doing that. I said, but dude, you never practiced that stuff. I never see you throw moves like that at practice ever. So how did just in the game you just do it? But we had a couple guys like that. Hartley Dykes was like that. Hartley Dykes was just, I had never seen a guy that big, so agile.
He was a receiver, right?
And a receiver could catch. He went in the first round of New England, you know. And this guy didn't even practice a lot.
Wow.
But you throw the ball anywhere near him and he was catching it, you know. But yeah, playing with Barry and Thurman and Hartley.
How was Thurman?
Thurman was a hard-working dude.
Course.
That dude, when you say work ethic, that dude worked. You know, he worked. And was a pretty good, it was a lot of guys on our team that was real good basketball players.
Gotcha.
We had probably about 4 guys that probably could have came out for the basketball team, and if not started, helped. They'd have been playing. They'd have got minutes.
I know Hartley probably.
Hartley, our quarterback Ronnie Williams, our fullback Garrett Limbrick, and then Barry. Barry had like a 47-inch vertical, man.
Wow.
I watched him.
So he could dunk it.
Oh, he'd stand under the goal and do 360s. The dude, man. I'm telling you, man, we played an exhibition basketball game at St. Gregory's. We played against OU's basketball team and won by 30.
Get out of here.
Our football team played OU's basketball team.
Wow.
Telling you, man, these guys, it was me, Barry, Thurman, them guys I just named. We had about 7 guys. Man, we was loaded, man. I'm telling our football team, I'll tell you the honest truth. Our football team, the talent on our football team reminded me of the talent that OU got every year.
Gotcha.
OU used to get all those talented athletic guys.
Every year.
Every year.
Yep.
And we got them probably 3 years in a row.
Gotcha.
When OU was getting them forever and ever and ever, and that was the difference. That's how they was reloading.
Yep.
And that, we kind of had that talent.
That's kind of like how Alabama is now.
Exactly. How Alabama is just now. They just getting it like that,
So
man.
They're like a workhorse, like a working machine.
I mean, if you want to go to the league, you go to Alabama.
Yep.
That's why, and it don't hurt to have one of the best coaches in college football either. That holds you accountable for every little thing. That's the difference, man. I see it. I watch Saban and he's intense, man.
He stays on the kids.
He's intense. They went in 42-6, and he's still coaching.
He's still teaching. He's still lessons. Kids,
let's get it together. Let's make sure we don't make these mistakes.
That's
we
right.
can't, and that's.
Because those big games are coming.
He knows.
Those kids are gonna have to be focused. That's how you win the big games.
That's it, man. That's it. And I can't believe other coaches ain't taking a picture and saying, dude, I mean, it's obvious. Yeah, it's obvious, man. He's doing it consistently every year. How y'all can't watch him and say, dude, okay, I gotta hold him accountable. I gotta make sure I'm coaching even when we winning 42-0. I gotta hold them accountable and make sure they focused and on point. And That's the way you get better every day. So if you training kids, if you coaching kids, what I tell them all the time, you either getting better or you getting worse.
Yeah.
You never stay the same. So I'm saying if you ain't getting better, I promise you getting worse.
Yep.
Because you're not playing against the kid over at Millwood or the kid over in Douglas. That's not who you compete with.
Nah.
You compete with that kid in California.
That's right.
You compete with that kid in New York, in Florida.
Yep.
Exactly.
Texas.
So what's going to set you apart? When he's sleeping, you need to be working.
That's right.
If you really, truly trying to be the best.
Okay, we call it sneaking them workouts.
There you go.
Sneaking
There you
them
go.
in.
There you go. That's the way it was. But BV, when we played,
Yeah.
that was our edge.
That's right.
Think about it, man. We go to practice, then after practice, go play some
That's
more.
right.
That was our edge. Kids don't do that no more.
There wasn't no Xbox. None of that.
Yeah, we either had to get out the house, you had to go do something.
Yeah, no.
And so it was way different. That's why these kids are talented.
Yep.
They have the skills, but I question their IQs. That's the difference. That was the difference with us and them. These kids are athletic. I mean, you'll see a 6'9".
They're super athletic, but
They athletic, but when
they
you
lack a lot of skill set too.
exactly.
That's just getting in the gym.
Getting in the gym,
That's
just
it.
working on it, working on it.
Yeah.
Playing with older guys that's gonna make you learn to be better.
That's right.
And that's the edge I think those kids don't get now. The kids today don't get.
No, you're right.
So if they could figure that out, the ones that are great,
Yep.
it's because their basketball IQ is high because they're already talented. The kids like my man that's playing in Atlanta right now, Trey
Young.
Trey Young. His basketball IQ is through the roof, dude.
Yep.
If it wasn't him being that small, he couldn't play.
No, you're right.
But his basketball IQ got him where
Yeah,
I can play with a 6'6" dude.
You know, I know his dad and
Yeah.
I know him, and his work ethic is off the charts.
Dude, I'm watching
he
him.
works hard.
I'm watching him on YouTube.
Yeah.
He in the gym all the time.
He's a gym rat.
Playing pickup.
Gym rat.
He in the gym. That's why he gonna be good.
Yep.
That's why Steph can shoot like that. I remember Steph when his dad was in the league. We used to play in celebrity golf tournaments. Dale.
Yep.
And Dale be in the gym. Steph grew up in the NBA, going to practice with his dad, shooting with his dad. It's no secret why he can shoot like that.
Exactly.
He put in the work, bro.
Put in that work. That's right.
Yeah, he lived in the gym. So, it's anybody think you can just turn it on and turn it off. That's not the way it happens. That's not the way it happens.
So Melvin, so what are you doing for yourself these days?
Yeah, well, man, what I'm doing now, as you know, man, I've been in banking now for like 27 years, man. I've been doing banking a long time since I came home from playing football in Philly. And so now, man, I'm pretty much on the downside now of banking. I've been doing it so long.
Yeah.
But I'm still helping kids, man. I'm trying to help kids go to college.
What event do you do every year?
Yeah, I do a golf tournament, man. I've been doing it, man, for like 16, 17 years now, man.
That's awesome.
So I bring in celebrity golfers, man, and we give scholarships to kids. I do one with the NFL that we have on the 20th of this month, but I've been doing my own one with a guy named Randy Allison in May.
Okay.
Where we bring celebrity golfers. It's a celebrity golf tournament. I bring football players from all over. Usually it's OU, Nebraska, and Oklahoma State and TU, and we do a golf tournament and we raise money, and we give out scholarships. We give them to nonprofits. We kind of give back to community organizations,
Nice.
And we've been doing that, man, for forever. And I'm just thankful that the guys, they come back every year, man. I don't even have to ask them. I mean, guys like Mike Rozier, Marcus Dupree, Spencer Tillman, and my OU guys, Tony Rayburn. I got Joe Washington. All these guys come every year, along with my OSU guys, Barry, Thurman, Hartley, Ronnie Williams. I have guys coming, and they come and they call me and say, hey, Melvin, put me down. I'll be back next year.
Wow.
So,
That's good stuff.
So yeah, man, we doing good things. I'm still trying to give back to my community, man. Still help kids go to college, kind of achieve what they want to achieve. And my main thing is I'm no different than y'all.
Yep.
It's no excuses. You know, if I made it, y'all can make it. You know,
Exactly.
so I need you to work though. I need you to work. Nothing is free.
Yep.
And if you think it's free, you got it wrong. So that's where we really push the mental aspect, and I really push the IQ part of athletics.
So you said you're helping kids out with the organization you're part of with the golf tournaments.
Oh yeah, we give scholarships out, and we really want to give them access to higher learning, really, man, and let them know that, you know, it's people out here that's still trying to help them, still want to see them do good things, and we basically saying we paid forward, you know, so we need you to come back and help some kids.
No doubt.
So that's kind of what we try to do, man, and we create relationships, man. We try to, and we stick with them and we follow them because we try to create a personal relationship with them. So it's pretty cool, man.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Melvin, man, I appreciate you coming down, man, spending some time with your boy.
My guy.
Coach B.
My guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. That's how we do.
Wish you the best.
Thanks, man.
And keep doing what you're doing with the community.
Oh yeah.
And you know, we'll catch up.
We will,
Keep
for
on
sure.
catching up.
Good seeing you, man.
Good to see you too, brother.
All right, man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.